Hello my quilting friends, my name is Leah Day and today I am quilting love bubbles. So this design is stitched by first stitching a cluster of heart shapes, so 2 or 3, and then I'm going to travel stitch over and I'm going to echo this about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So I'm getting in position here and then now I'm just going to do a wiggly echo all the way around those heart shapes. So it's kind of like the hearts are in the center and they're like a bubble and then they're surrounded by echoes. I really like it. It's very, very easy and as you can see, pretty quick too. So I have a weird area here and that's inevitable. I'm going to try and just quilt maybe a couple halves of hearts, just a few lines here. Maybe build up and do a full heart shape, nice and big, fill in that area. That looks good. And then now I'll just echo to this side only and that'll just work me out of that space. Won't be quite so strange now. There we go, maybe a couple more echoes in that direction. And there we go, I'm out of that little corner. Okay, so those rules of the design one more time. Some heart shapes, and it could be just a single heart if you want to. The key is to travel stitch over a short distance away from the tip of the heart before you start your echo. If you don't like travel stitching, then you might want to try Heart Paisley. That's a very similar design, and it doesn't involve nearly as much travel stitching. Okay, one more time here. Nice cluster of heart shapes. When I have more space like this, I'll always utilize it. I'll always put more heart shapes when I have the space to go on ahead and put them all in one row. And then here I'll put one more, just like that. So it's a nice little heart bouquet. I figured this was the perfect time to share a heart design because Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Okay, now I'm travel stitching and echoing around. And the nice thing about it is if your echoing isn't perfect with this design, that's okay. You can bring your lines a little closer together. You can have them come a little further apart and it's still gonna look a-okay. All right, so now that we know how to quilt love bubbles on a home machine, let's switch over to the Longarm to see how to quilt this on a real quilt. All right, so here is love bubbles in my border. I think that this is going to be a great design for borders, for all over quilting. You know, really, it could kind of go anywhere. But as you can see, I'm expanding this to be quite big, and I'm putting some nice big echoes through here too. If your goal was to make a nice soft quilt, you know, not too much quilting in it, then you're going to want nice big hearts to start with. And for some reason, I'm finding that shape to be really easy to stitch. However, I am having a little bit of trouble seeing because I'm kind of at the back end of my frame here, and so I'm not getting the best visual of this because of that high lip of my ruler foot. So this would be something where if I'm in this position, I can kind of reposition my chair a little bit, but most likely the real thing that would be helpful would be to change my foot and have an open toe foot instead. But, you know, I like having the ruler foot on there all the time just in case I want to do some ruler foot quilting. So yeah, it's not going to be perfect. That's okay. All right, so now for the echo, I'm going to, of course, have to run up against this other love bubble, but now I got out and I can swirl around for that. And you can see that stitching is actually quite easy, quite fast. And you could really fill in some space and cover lots of area by putting more and more space between those echoes. So the wider spacing, the more area of your quilt's going to cover, the more that it's going to fill up. So that would, you know, if you're having trouble forming the heart shapes especially, then that's going to be good. And it's also going to add a really nice texture to your quilt. Okay, 2 heart shapes here. Now careful travel stitching along that line. And then swirling around. That looks good. Again, I'm having that little bit of an issue. I'm going real fast and then I have to immediately slow down and go real slow and really think about it. So maybe I should instead try going really slow all the time, or maybe kind of a medium speed all the time. That would be good practice. You know, I think that when we have these really bold differences of speed, you know, it can really throw you off. It can really give you a false sense of accomplishment because you're not gaining any control over your long arm. All right, one more heart right there. And I think I might swirl in between. Let's see if I can keep that nice slow speed here. A little wobbly, that's okay. Swirl in with the little heart shape and then back out again. That looks nice. And then now all around. And you can also shrink this down too. Now, one thing I just realized, my bag of beans that I'm keeping on my frame here had gotten further down from me, and I was not travel stitching as well as I was before. So that's something to think about. And like I said, you know, you can bring these lines closer together. You can stitch this on a smaller scale. But really, I think Love Bubbles is going to be a great choice as an all-over fill. It's going to be a great choice for nice big borders. And if you had a 6 to, you know, well, anything pretty much bigger than a 6-inch border, I think this looks just a little bit squished, but overall, pretty nice. So that's it for Love Bubbles. I hope you enjoyed learning how to quilt this design with me. You know, several times I have said that certain designs work better as an all-over fill, and you might not actually know what that means. Basically, that means taking a single design and stitching it all over your quilt. The reason why certain designs are better suited for that is because they're just naturally bigger. They naturally take up a lot more space. They naturally have a really nice flowing texture that's going to look good as an all-over fill. Not all designs really work that way. You know, our design 502, Electric Pulse, that was a design that's really going to work better in borders, better in sashing. So just listen as I'm describing the designs in the videos and where I tell you it's going to work best, and then give that a try. Might not work great the first time. Some of these designs, kind of like a relationship, the more you stitch them, the more you're going to get to know them and the better you're going to get. So the very first time that you try out a design, it might not be perfect, but give it another quilt or two. Baby quilts are a great choice. You can find the pattern that I am working on, a super simple 9-patch, in my book on piecing, How to Piece Perfect Quilts. So if you're looking for some projects where you can just practice free motion quilting, also practice some precision piecing too, definitely check out that book. And you can find it at leahday.com/piece. Now, if you'd like to find more free motion quilting videos, come and check all of them out at leahday.com/FMQ. Until next time, let's go quilt.